Pokemon. Welcome, everybody. I know we just started off. This is the first ever podcast of KnE Podcast, okay, where we just talk about everything, mostly Pokemon, some Apex, and some, damn it, what is it? What do you play?
Destiny, bro. Or
Destiny.
other stuff. Who knows? Who knows
Or other stuff. Arc, you're going to be seeing a lot of Arc 2
Dude, when
gameplay
that
on this one
comes
as
out,
well.
both of us are going to be hitting it hard. I'm telling you.
Dude, I'm so excited for it. Like, to be honest, I enjoy Apex a lot, but I'm going to be definitely moving over to playing a lot of Arc if I can. I'm going to be doing that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, so you said something about your camera. What's going on with your camera?
Well, my camera's great, except for one thing, is the fact that I can't have the cool little device that everyone has that you could have like a battery plugged in to like an outlet. I can't have that on mine because
fake battery.
Where my battery lies, it's on the bottom of the camera. So literally the little attachment that I have for the tripod that I have it on, like keeps it closed. So I can't have like the little door for the battery can't be open to fit the fake battery in there.
So wait, hold on. Do you not have a false bottom on your battery case? Like, is there not a little rubber thing on the bottom? Because I have the Canon M200, right? Mm-hmm. And I've got a fake battery thing on the bottom of mine. But what I do is like it sits on the tripod like half cocked, so it's not completely like sitting on it, right? So I have the area. Because where's your battery case? Is it in the middle or is it on the left or the right? Is it on the side or is it in the middle of the bottom?
No. Like mine's on the. Like it's on the bottom, I guess. Like if you're holding the camera, it's on the left hand side, you know.
Yeah.
But like the thing that holds the camera in place just sits like to the point where like it's on the hinge, you know.
Okay.
So
but do you not have a little rubber piece? Do you not have a little rubber piece that opens up and lets you see because the one I bought, what happens is it goes in. You close the bottom, right? So it's fully sealed, but there's a little rubber piece that you open up.
Have that.
Damn it, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks so much. That's so stupid. So how much record time do you have then?
About 2 hours, but don't worry, I've got another battery ready to go. Just flip them out, and then
so basically, what you're saying is, if your camera just shuts off midway through podcast, it just goes.
Let me know. Well, that's the thing. Like my streams have a limit basically of 2 hours, because that's roughly about how long it lasts. Which is funny because that's like kind of where it started. You know, I would stream from like 8:30 to 10:30, and
then you'd be done. And
like
when your battery
out, you know, and
when your camera died, stream was over.
Well, when I got this one, when I started using this camera, I'm like, I wonder how long it'll last, and it lasted 2 hours, and I'm like, I guess that's how long my streams are gonna stay, you know. And what kind of sucks is I'd want to do like longer streams on like weekends for like Destiny raids and stuff like that, which I can do. I'm just gonna have to like switch batteries out and hopefully it's not like in the middle of like a boss fight, you know. We're like
just hope for the best.
Right about the end, and like, hey guys, stay alive while I switch this battery out, you know.
So, give me a moment.
Yeah, dude.
I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't die.
Yeah, no.
We're being pushed to the next level. What camera is it?
It's a Canon EOS M50. It's a great camera. I love it. You know, I had
the
a different
M50
one before. Yeah, I had a different one before. But I'd actually just bought the camera.
Is the Mark II?
No, I think it's the first one. But like, I'd actually bought like this other camera, and it was bigger. It had a mirror in it and everything. And like, we went on like a trip, right? And we went on a trip on like this big road trip took us like 2 weeks. I was like taking photos of like Yellowstone and all kinds of stuff. And we stopped in Vegas. And when we were going back to the car after the hotel, I was with my family. Like I had my camera on, like I had it by the strap on my shoulder. And my dad goes to try to help me grab like my backpack that was also on my shoulder. He's trying to be nice and helpful, grabs that off and accidentally grabs the strap for my camera and just like pulls it off my shoulder, but didn't have a good hold of it. So as he pulls it off, it pulls out of his hand, and it literally like it was in the bag, right? But just directly on the lens, right onto the concrete. And so that whole lens mechanism just shoved its way into the camera. And luckily, I had just got it, so it was still like covered, you know.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
also didn't get a protection plan because I always take good care of my stuff, But luckily, it was so
Uh,
early that it was still covered under like the original one, and so I took it back to Best Buy, and I was like, "Hey, and like my dad felt so horrible. I felt bad because my dad felt bad. But like, I mean, I was upset, my dad was upset and everything. And so he ended up actually giving me a little extra money and it was like, get yourself a better one. And so then I ended up getting this one, which is mirrorless because
nice.
I was out there like wanting to take photos of like all the elk and everything. And I was like, hey, if I take more photos of nature,
Hey
that
Sid, how you
mirrored,
doing, man?
that mirrored camera, it won't let you like I mean, like it makes a lot of noise when that mirror activates, when you're taking a photo. And so I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna get the M50 because it's mirrorless, and I think it'll work better just in the future.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
that's
Oh
what I
no,
went
I
with.
moved.
And
Oh shit, I just fucked my whole thing up.
oh,
My bad.
oh,
Keep saying it.
did you move yourself?
Yeah, I moved everything around real quick here, but not bad enough. Not bad enough. We're all right. We're all right. We're all right.
Dude, what are you having for
Um,
lunch, man? I'm curious because I just ate a ton of
who
food.
me?
Nah, our,
Uh,
our bro here in our
oh,
chat. I mean, you can tell me what you had for lunch, dude.
oh,
I ate
Sid, how
way
you
too much.
have? Yeah, what do you have? Yeah, you don't have to tell us. I was actually just playing some Apex with Sid.
Okay,
Earlier. It was a good time. We got a couple of wins. No, we got one win with like 4 or 5 second placers, which was kind of nice.
there
It
you
was
go.
it was a good rank. It was a good little rank push that we had there. But yeah, so I'm gonna look up your camera. I'm gonna see if I can find a solution for you because that sucks having to like stop your
Oh
stream or
yeah,
something like that just to change the battery out. That's fucking stupid. That's
it's
so
annoying.
bad. But so just want to say to everybody here real quick, it's the first ever KnE Podcast.
Hmm.
We talk about everything gaming if we can. It's gonna be heavily featured with Pokemon, Apex, and Destiny. Mostly Pokemon because we both really do have we really enjoy Pokemon at the end of the day. We really do. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the things that we played when we were younger and growing up. And it's really something that you dived into and really could like connect with, if you will. You had some yeah, you had some pizza earlier, but you're still hungry. Yeah, let's go. Gonna have corn dogs. Let's go. Corn dogs. Man, that reminds me of being at a fair. Man, that reminds me of being at a fair. So nice, you know what I mean? When was the last time you were at a fair, K-Man?
Bro, I'd have to say probably t more than 10 years ago, believe it or
Oh
not. Dude,
no, you got to get out there, go to the fair,
I need to, man.
buddy.
I need to.
Yeah, you do. I took the kids. I took the kids 2 years ago.
How was it?
No, not even 2 years. A little more than 2 years. Right before COVID hit, and they shut everything down. That's when we took the kids, and the kids had an absolute blast with it. It was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. But we've been thinking about some names, guys, real quick about the podcast, and the one name that we kept coming back to is KnE. That's K-Man and Nmads. KnE Podcast. We kind of like it. It does roll off the thing. But if any of you have any ideas, why don't you shoot that name down in the comments, down to put it in chat, and see if see if it hits a bell or something that we might be interested in. We're gonna be going ahead and talking today about some Pokemon stuff, some theories, some things that we enjoy. As you can see on screen right now, we got both our favorite Pokemon up there. We have Gyarados, or my favorite Pokemon, Magikarp. You know what, Sid? I think it is too. KnE it just rolls off the tongue. It's like, yo, have you seen the new KnE podcast? Have you seen the new episode of KnE?
Right.
Like that, like it hits. You know what I mean? It feels smooth, right? It feels smooth. Um, but as you can see, Magikarp, Gyarados is my favorite Pokemon. Lucario over there, as you can see, or over there. I'm sorry, I'm pointing the wrong way. Over there is K-Man's favorite Pokemon. What generation is Lucario from? I'm a complete.
I want to
I
say
see.
he's like
Okay,
third or fourth, which I
yeah.
had it.
So
Here's the thing, what's going on right now? Having some technical difficulties on my end. I don't know why. I had everything pulled up. I minimized it, and for some reason, it's just staying minimized. It won't come back up.
what do
Like
you mean?
I'm clicking on my little taskbar down here. It's not coming up. So I'm about to just pull
No.
everything up right now again because luckily, hey, I've worked with difficult systems before. So if it doesn't want to work, I will find a different way to make it work.
You'll solve that shit. You'll solve that shit. Good, good, good.
I will rig this up until I get this thing to work. You know,
Yeah,
I
buddy.
ain't
Yeah,
worried
buddy, for
about it. You know
sure.
how it is.
There's a chance. Okay, I gotta stop I'm gonna stop the TikTok live. The reason why I'm stopping the TikTok live, I'm having issues with audio in TikTok, so I'm not even gonna bother with the TikTok live. It would be really cool to get our experience over there and everything that, but until I can figure out how the fuck to get TikTok to properly work with all of the shit that's in there, all the like stuff that we need to get to work with, it's gonna be super hard. I don't know. It's a pain in the ass, but all right, so I'm gonna admit this right now, and a lot of people are gonna be like, "How can you talk about Pokemon if you don't even know?" Right? Well, the Pokemon games I played, and I was talking to Sid and Goban about this earlier today, is I started with Pokemon Yellow, and then I had Pokemon Red, and then I got Pokemon Gold, right? And I
Mhm.
finished it out with Ruby. So I went up to Ruby, and then when I got to Ruby, I stopped playing only because only because I did not own a Nintendo console higher than a Nintendo Advance SP. I didn't have a DS or a 2DS or a 3DS or any of that stuff. So I wasn't able to play the games because I just didn't have the ability to play the games. And I switched over to playing PlayStation and Xbox and consoles, so I wasn't doing handheld anymore. So just at the end of the day, I just didn't play them because I didn't have the ability to play them. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
stopped. So then the next game I played after that was Pokemon Sword, and a buddy bought that for me on the Nintendo Switch. I didn't even buy it
Oh, dude,
myself.
that's balling.
So and so then I'm like, all right, so that's cool. I'll play this one, and I didn't mind it. It was a pretty cool interactive experience. But I'm not gonna lie, after playing Pokemon Arceus, all right, any other Pokemon game out there, not as much fun. I'm sorry, it's just not as the open world, the crafting, the being able to go out and just catch Pokemon without having to battle them and do all that stuff. Just like go out there and catch them
Here's the
is
thing.
is OP.
It to me, it felt more like the anime because you were actually like out and about seeing the Pokemon and not just getting jumped out at grass, you know? And
Okay,
so
that
that
know what
that's
I
also why
like
I
that.
liked it, you know. And like on Pokemon, you know, you had times where like Ash was just throwing Pokeballs at Pokemon and not battling them, you know, and like he had that little struggle at the beginning where he's like, "Hey, you got to battle it first," you know. And so that's why I like uh that's why I liked it, is because he had
Yeah,
just that sense of more like the anime.
yeah, no, 100%. I really enjoyed it, and don't get me wrong, yo, Goldman, how you doing, baby? Don't get me wrong. When we were playing, me and my son play the crap out of Let's Go Eevee. The reason why is it's two player, first of all, so we both can run around and have ourselves a good time. And secondly, he loves the catching aspect of the
Mhm.
game. He loves getting in there and catching them and not just pulling a trigger. He likes the throwing the Pokeball to try to catch everything that's going on. He enjoys the shit out of it and loves it. Every day he gets home from daycare, like, Dad, can we play can we play he calls it the follow Pokemon game because you can put your Pokemon out of the Pokemon and it can follow you around. And he absolutely loves that part of the game immensely. And I love the fact that he loves that game. He wants to play it every day and go, 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 right? And the kid's caught like 250 Pokemon in the game. Not different, just in general. And he just goes and goes and goes mad about it all and just enjoys himself and having so much fun. This 4-year-old just going nuts about it. It's absolutely amazing to watch it happen. You know what I mean? So the whole aspect of being able to catch the Pokemon without having to fight them, without having to cause an interaction, like you said, in most games, you have to like cause
Mhm.
an interaction in order to catch them. The fact that you can catch them without having to cause an interaction has, in my opinion, made Pokemon that much better. And the fact that I haven't played Scarlet or Violet, in Scarlet and Violet, can you catch them without causing an interaction?
No,
You have to
unfortunately,
cause an
like
interaction.
yes, like you'll still see them kind of walking around, but
Out and about, like in Sword and Shield,
yeah, yeah.
right?
So you'll still see them and you can avoid them and stuff like that. And you can fight you can actually have your Pokemon battle them without you actually being in that interaction. Like your Pokemon can go out and have like this little quick battle and gain XP that way. But it you can't just throw your Pokeball out there. If you don't do it, then it's not
So
gonna happen.
in my opinion, they had gold with Arceus.
Mhm.
They had gold with it when it came down to that kind of model. And when they let out Scarlet and Violet, they took a step back. The
Well,
world is probably amazing in my
I
opinion, and you
think
can do that.
I think what they were
that
trying to go for was because there was a lot of people that hated the new system of catching. They wanted it to go back to the old system. So I really think what they were trying to do is try to blend both of them to make everyone happy. Because and that's the thing, you're
yeah.
not going to make everyone happy. You know, you're going to
No,
have
you're
some
not.
people that love the other way, but that hate this way. And here's what I say is I think the Arceus model may have been better just because if you wanted to have an interaction, you could, you know, because
Yes.
you didn't have to just throw your Pokeball at them, do it stealth wise where you like hit them with a Pokeball in the back. You could throw your own Pokemon at the Pokemon and cause that interaction. So if you wanted it to be that like that old style, that's just how you would play it.
That's how
You know,
you
you would
got
have
it.
that
That's how you
you would
got
have your
that.
Pokemon on bat, you know, ready to go. You would go out there, smack him with the Pokeball and battle him, you know. But this one it kind of it they try to go more to their traditional uh but it is what it is on that. So
All right, all right, all right. K-Man, K-Man, we got a question from the crowd. We got a question happening from Goatman right now. He's
mhm.
asking, who is our favorite starter? So you
I
go first. Who's
I
your
think I
favorite
would have to
starter?
say, obviously the question is going to be for like the original three, right? And unless
I
if
think
you
I
open
think
it
I
up to
think
all of them,
it's
then
I think it's all of them.
if it's all of them, I mean, I Charizard is still my favorite just because he was the first one that I used. Uh, but I really love just most of the fire starters. Most of the fire starters were cool. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Typhlosion and all that. Getting to him was always fun. Um, I will say from this newest game, I went with Sprigatito, the grass type Pokemon, which is usually not what I go for. I
Yeah.
just thought the final evolution for the Fuecoco, which Fuecoco was adorable as heck. Yeah, Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil was great. But I thought Fuecoco was great, but I thought his final evolution looked so goofy. He looked like a clown with male pattern baldness. And so like the Fuecoco's final evolution, I can't even remember what he's called. Like I just
Wait,
didn't like his
Coco?
dude. Look it up if you haven't seen Fuecoco's final evolution, man. It looks so derpy, and I was like, this just it's just not hitting. So it is the first time that I did not pick the fire starter as
Oh,
my
what
starting
is this
Pokemon.
guy?
Dude,
What?
I'm telling you, they did him dirty. And so then if you look at
He looks
Sprigatito, it's a
like a
cute
fucking clown.
with male pattern baldness, dude. It's weird. That's what it looks like. And
I
so this
get
is the
what they're
first
trying to
time.
do there.
Yeah, I get it, you know, but it's just not hitting. And so I went with Sprigatito this time and ended up with Miascarera by the end of it, which is
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I like it, you know. It's like a it's supposed to be like a wrestling cat, you know. Uh, you know,
Fair
it's
enough. Fair
modeled
enough.
after the like from like the Mexican wrestling. It's modeled after that where she's got like the mask and everything. So it looks really cool. And hey, she worked out great. I mean, it got to a certain point where I stopped using her because she was getting too overpowered. She's got this one move that basically almost gets you a critical hit every time. So, you know, I stopped using that one. I didn't do the water because just the dancing duck at the end looked so goofy. So I didn't do the water. I went with the grass cat and it worked out great. I think it's the coolest looking out of all three, unfortunately. So
Okay, so
I was really upset also because if you know, like my logo is a Cayman, right? So when I saw
yeah,
a fire Cayman as the starter, dude, Fuecoco,
you
I was
were
so pumped. I was like, this is it, man. My fire starter and the Gator, the Cayman, it was gonna be on. And then he just got the dumbest look to him, and I was like, man, I can't do this. I can't do that, dude.
yeah. Pizza or burgers? All right,
That's
well,
tough. It
first let's
depends.
get the let's get okay, so your starter. All right, that bet. I'm going I hate to do this and it's Charizard, man. Charmander.
Dude,
I'm sorry,
Charmander was
Charmander. And it's
Charmander
so
was great,
basic.
dude.
He is just
It's
one
not.
of the
Here's the
best
thing, dude.
designed Pokemon.
He is, but like you can't really just say basic when you're talking about the goat. You know,
No,
like
that's fair. That's fair. Okay, I
it's like
understand what you're
it's
saying.
like everybody loves vanilla because it's just good. You know, everyone
Yeah,
said
yeah,
they use it as an insult, but Charizard is just boss, man. He has been there. You know,
yeah,
he had like the comic relief in the anime because he wouldn't listen to Ash because just Ash was
yeah.
just not the best trainer at the time.
No, he
But
wasn't.
when he was needed, man, he hit. You know, he hit, and then in the game, dude. Man, you could basically just run the whole game with Charizard. You know,
Yeah, you could
like
one tap fools. You can one
I'm
tap
telling you,
fools for
man.
sure. All right, so Sid, okay, here another quick one. This is just gonna be a quick answer right here. Pizza or burgers? Go for it.
I'd say pizza probably, just because
Yeah, I'm
it's
same. I'm
easy.
same.
You
I'm
know,
same with pizza.
and pizza. It's not to say
Burgers
I
are
don't
good,
love burgers, dude. I will kill a burger any day. You know, I
but
love
pizza's
making
just the
them.
spot. Pizza's the
Yeah,
spot, man.
it's
All
so
right.
comforting and easy to
So
eat.
speaking about Ash, okay, so we've all heard the stories or the fan fiction about Ash being a clone, right? And because he never ages throughout the entire series, he never ages. So everyone's
Yeah.
like, he's a clone of Red or this or that or and all that stuff. I've got another one for you, okay? And it's probably been said before, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Ash
hmm
was in a coma the whole damn time.
See, I've heard of that.
You
I've,
have, right?
I
Like
have,
the
but
part
I
where he
have.
falls
There's
off his
another one that I
bed.
like better.
Here, just let me do this one real quick.
Yeah,
The part where he falls off his bed actually happens.
yeah.
Pokemon in his world isn't a dream; it's an actual thing. They exist. There's a thing. He falls off his bed, hits his head,
hmm
and doesn't wake up. And now, and here's the morbid part about it. He goes in his head in his dream. He's going on all these journeys. He gets a Pikachu. The reason why he gets a Pikachu is because he's late, and he knows that the other trainers in like deep in thought have already been there, gotten their Pokemon. So he gets awarded a different guy because he missed out his chance. He missed his chance to become a Pokemon trainer because he fell out of bed and put himself into a coma. Now, the last episode, his send off,
hmm
his mom pulled the plug.
Oh, dude, that is dark.
It's dark. It's dark.
That is
But
dark,
he
bro.
never wakes up. He never wakes up. His last episode, when he leaves, that's why he never ages. That's why
Yeah.
he's so incredibly strong. Like when I say so incredibly strong, that one Pokemon that weighs like 2
Like,
megatons,
yeah,
he's holding it in the
yeah,
palm of his
like
hands.
nothing, dude.
So
Nothing.
he's so incredibly strong. He never dies from Pikachu's attacks. He never
Yep.
gets seriously hurt in any scenario.
Well, neither
So
does
when
Team
he
Rocket,
no, neither does Team Rocket. So when you go with that, but that means that proves the theories even more simply
yeah,
because
'cause it's all in his head. So I mean,
it's
why
all in
would
his
he get
head,
hurt,
right? That no one dies from Pokemon attacks when in real. They should. In real, I'm sorry,
I mean,
if an
yeah.
electric mouse decided to shock the living shit out of you, that's gonna stop your fucking heart.
Well, not to
It's gonna
mention the
stop your
fact
heart,
that
man.
it's not just like a small shock; it's a freaking lightning bolt that
No.
comes from the sky
Yeah, right.
and hits
Right.
you.
So
And you're talking about Ash taking a good 500 by the end of this.
yeah, like so the guy, the fucker should have been dead. I'm sorry to swear, but he should have been dead, right?
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I think the coma thing is very realistic. And his last episode, when it's all over, when it closes down, and I know it's super dark, guys. I know it's super dark, but yeah, the mom pulled the plug. The mom realized he's finally like he's brain dead. He's never waking up. He's brain dead. He's not going to come back, and she had to put him out. She had to let him go.
Yeah. So I have heard of that one, and I do think it fits so well. It fits so well with the stuff. But here's what I like that would. Here's the one that I've heard that I like because like I'm just a sucker for a good ending and not just a super dark one for that.
Yeah,
But the
dude,
fact
right.
that part on episode 1, right, where he's going through his stuff, he's trying to catch the Pokemon and everything, and then he's racing to get Pikachu to the Pokemon Center,
Yeah.
crashes his bike, and all the Spearows are coming at them, which I have heard some people say that he went into a coma after the Spearow attack, you know, Like everything
Yeah.
happened, and so I have heard it that way, that he also went into a coma after the Spearow attack because it was just too much. But like
Yeah.
Pikachu beats the Spearows, and then they see Ho-Oh, right? And I can't remember what insert it was, but it said that Ho-Oh could grant wishes if you saw him, right? And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
then he sees Ho-Oh and he wishes to become the best, and just wishes for that, and basically just puts him in that kind of like time freeze where he doesn't age, like people don't age, because it would take so much time to become the best, and
Oh
so he
yeah.
has to
Oh
be at
yeah.
he has to be at his best, and his best is where he was at, where he could, his brain was so malleable, he could still learn a lot. He's still, athletic and everything. And so over time, his body just grew to like, you're talking about just not aging, but he could still grow in strength and everything. And so the fact is that Ash is just a beast, just
Yeah.
not aging, just
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like warrior that can take on anything. And that's why if you see like the movie where Ash goes to punch Mewtwo and Mewtwo puts up the barrier, why would a Pokemon as strong as Mewtwo need to put up a barrier to block this little 10-year-old kid? Is because he's legitimately that strong, you know?
Fair.
And
Fair.
and Mewtwo
Okay.
and Mewtwo could sense that by like reading his mind, reading his body, and so that's why he had to put that shield up, because like you said, he was able to hold that like 2 megaton Pokemon in his hands, like nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
All
so
right. All
many other
right.
Pokemon that he just picks up like nothing. He's like running through the woods with a giant Pokemon on his back or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Like he's a fucking beast.
I'm telling you, man,
Like Ash is a beast.
I think he just wished to become the best, and he got both the strength, the age, and the power to do it. And he just learned, how to take care of them. He wished
All
for it,
right. All
Ho-Oh
right.
saw it, and he made it happen.
All right. Okay. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. Now. All right. So so Goatman, I agree with you there. That yeah. Whole grants wishes canon. It's like
Canonically,
canon. Yeah, canonically. Yeah. So I get that. I understand. I get what you're saying there, man. I do. But he also did. Ho did also bring back after the Twin Tower fires. He brought back those 3 legendary beasts. Like that was a legit thing. That's like everyone thinks that that's canon or something like that, or there's something that's going on with that. But that was legit. Like that happened in the lore and all that stuff.
hmm
So though we wouldn't have had those beasts if thing. But did you guys see the Pokemon release that just happened? The release, the whole thing that they're doing, the world championships that they're doing, all stuff. It just all went down. But apparently we're getting fuck, it's too fresh in my mind to remember. I can't remember it. Not gonna be able to fucking tell you. Something about a new, like, you know how they're doing those Pokemon, they're like third evolves. What are they called? Or
Right.
fourth evolves?
Like a
Where
new like a
the
new evolution, like a new.
yeah, yeah, like a new form. New
Huh.
form. They're
Oh,
showing.
are you talking about like the Alolan form and stuff like that?
Something like
The
that, but they're the newer ones, in
So, so
in
there's a
Violet and
new one that's
Scarlet.
like, yeah, so there's like the ancient form, and then there's the
Yeah.
new one that's going to be released for like, at least in the card set, it's going to be released in November, and it's not the
What's it
primal,
called though?
it's not the primal form. Give me one
No, I
second. It's
can't remember what it's called. Anyway, so I saw some of that stuff, and they were talking about the sword Pokemon. I need to fucking start playing more of these games. I have Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I picked one up for like $30. Hey guys, if you don't know, Best Buy will price match any price from Amazon as long as it says it's sold and shipped by Amazon. They'll price match
so
it so you can get that
so will
nice deal.
so will GameStop, and you can actually earn points through GameStop to get money back. GameStop has
Oh,
started that
really?
also. Yeah, I was actually in GameStop picking up my pre-order for some Pokemon stuff, and was I kind of ended up talking to the guy multiple times, kind of basically ended up knowing him now. But
Yeah.
but we were talking, and someone was there, and they were buying something, and he told them, he's like, "Hey, if you can find it on Amazon, um, for a cheaper price, we'll price match it now from Amazon." And someone found it, got like a controller and some like almost $200 controller, like at a severe discount, because they found it on there, and he just like looked, saw it, they pulled it up on their phone, he saw it, he scanned this little barcode, notating that it was Amazon, and he gave it to them at that price. and you get points, and then you
Wow.
can get money back. You earn those points, and that's the
Wow.
thing, man. I like to use the system so that you can get more stuff.
Get some free shit.
Oh,
Fucking right.
absolutely.
Get some
I'm
free
I'm
shit.
I'm all about working it to make sure
That
you get
free
more
shit.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's why, like, I don't know if y'all have this in Canada, but in the US we had, like, what GameStop does is, they have like that pro membership, and it used to be 15 bucks. So, in my opinion, it was better, quote unquote. But it used to be 15 bucks. You would pay 15 bucks, and then every month you would get a free $5 coupon, basically, which you did not have to surpass that $5. You could just use the free $5, go in there, give them your phone number, and walk out without ever paying anything. And so what I would do is I'd pay the 15 bucks at the beginning of the year, right? Every month go inside, grab a pack of Pokemon cards, which comes out to just
Yeah.
under $5. Give them my phone number and walk out with a free pack. And then what you can do is you can sign up a family member and just use their phone number as well. And now you got two free packs. And then if you buy packs and stuff like that, you can earn points. And then you can end up with more points and getting more free packs. So every
Let's
month
go.
I walk in and get two free packs, and they had one month where they had buy two get one free, and so I essentially bought one pack and got two for free because of that. So I ended up with six packs for 10 bucks.
Okay, man, freaking over here gaming the
I'm telling
system,
you, man.
guys. He's gaming the system. Let's go. All right. What's your theory? What's your theory on you had something you want to tell me about Pokemon? What was your thought?
Oh, I might wait for me.
Yeah, on your side, yeah.
No. That's
Mine was the Ash thing.
yeah. No, what I was telling you is like the one that I had heard was the wish on Ho-Oh. That was
Okay,
his
okay. The
yeah,
Wish on
yeah,
Hole.
the
Okay.
wish on Ho-Oh is he wished he became that Banff, that just
Yeah. Because there's so many
demolished.
things that happen throughout the entire, and I've been watching the series, guys. I've been watching the series. I've got all the seasons. I'm watching all the seasons because I want to get caught up on this shit and really get my Pokemon knowledge back. You know what I mean? I really do enjoy. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm a dad. I'm a husband. I'm a gamer. But at the end of the day, I'm also a big kid, and I really do enjoy playing video games. I enjoy all video games. It doesn't matter which one they are. I'm not picking and choosing. I'll play any which one. My kid comes up to me and says, "Hey, Dad, can you play this game with me?" Yeah, let's do it, bud.
Hmm.
Let's do
It's
it. Let's
still on
have
the
some
phone.
fun. Let's
Let's
sit
do it.
down and play some video games and let's have some fun. No problem with it. And I really do enjoy and love Pokemon. It's one of the bases and where my gaming started. That and Zelda. Pokemon and Zelda are like
Dude,
my two keys. As you can see right here, we got ourselves a little Ocarina. I'm gonna make myself proficient in the songs, and I want to start playing some more Zelda and all that shit on
dude,
stream. I really do.
you want to
It'll
see
be a
what
lot
I
of
got
fun.
what I got in the mail not too long ago?
What?
My Guardian Games medal, dude. Look at that.
Dude, let's
Look at that, dude.
go.
From Destiny, man. Completed like the task and everything. You got to end up buying it, but the only way you can get it
By
is
doing
by
that
completing
stuff.
it. Yeah, yeah. So I've got so many more things I need to put on my banner
Nice.
here.
That's sick. That's sick, man. That's sick.
But
That's
yeah,
fucking
I'm
sick.
telling you, man, it's that gaming culture, dude.
It's the gaming culture.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so starters, I'm going with Charizard 100%. He's just my
Charizard, dude.
guy. And
He's the
Magikarp
goat.
is my favorite Pokemon. And I think he's my favorite Pokemon because everybody definitely, definitely underestimates this kid.
Dude,
Everybody. I don't care who you are.
absolutely.
And no one's putting a Magikarp on their team. No one's gonna put a Magikarp on their team.
So
I will.
you say that, but I'm pretty sure there was like I can't remember where it was, but a long time ago, dude, I was watching videos and stuff. This guy won like some tournament by having Magikarp on his team. I can't remember all the convoluted stuff that he did, but I watched that and I was like, see, it's possible. Because I
What?
think there was like a specific game, I can't remember which one it was, that you could actually like teach Magikarp like a type of move or something like that. And so like he used Magikarp, but that was so long ago. I mean, 10 plus years ago, I think. So and I don't even think it was like some big giant tournament. I think it was just like a small one. But I saw the video and I was like, there you go, Magikarp wins. You know, He's great.
All right, it might be this one right here. No, that was an old one. All right. All right, no, yeah, like I'm sorry, a lot of people don't realize that Magikarp actually learns tackle.
Yeah.
Magikarp learns tackle. People don't realize that he learns tackle, or she, whichever one you want to call it, and they learn tackle. All right, and they shred some shit. They shred some shit. I'm sorry to say it, but people don't realize how much damage that carp can do. Especially like yes, I will admit I put Magikarp on my team because I'm expecting a Gyarados. All right, I'm looking for my Gary. Right, I'm looking for my Gary, so I put Carpy there to get me the Gary.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end result. I never stopped the evolution, but there's something that a lot of people don't know. All right, stop your Magikarp from evolving for 3 levels. For 3 levels. All right, and then the stat boost that you get from those 3 levels from stopping from evolving are actually insane. So then when it goes up again and you actually evolve it at because it evolved in the first games, it evolved at I believe level 22, and if you let it evolve at level 25 instead of 22, you actually gained an additional, I think it was like 25 HP points on it, and 3 mind you, when Magikarp goes to Gyarados fucking has like 300 hit points to begin with. Like the guy's a beast. He's a tank.
But here's the thing: 25 points is 25 points.
Oh, it is. If you get 300, 325, you know that one tackle attack can stop it, right? You know what I mean? Like that health point will just like get out of here, right?
Yeah.
But he also gets, I believe, 2 additional points for attack, 2 additional points for defense, and then I think 1 additional point for special attack. If I'm being I think I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I know his stats do get better, but you have to deny him from evolving.
That's
right.
Here's the thing: you're teaching me something new because I did not know that. And so,
but this is also the original game, though.
As soon as it would make sense to carry that on, because that would be like if they didn't carry that on, that would make no sense, because that's such a cool little niche thing that I think almost nobody knows, because I've never heard of anyone saying this. The only thing I've seen is, hey, you get your Magikarp, you either force feed him rare candies and get him to a Gyarados, or you just keep swapping him out or XP sharing, and getting him to that Gary as quickly as you can. So I would highly doubt that people know to, hey, keep your Magikarp a Magikarp for a while. Stop that evolution.
Yeah. Well, no one would want to. It's a little Easter egg. No one would want to.
Yeah.
Right?
So
everyone wants. They want the Gary.
Keep it. That would be dumb, because I think that's something that sets like companies apart. Being like those little add-on things. Being like, oh hey, did you know this? And people being like, dude, I didn't know that. That's awesome. That makes me love this game even more.
Yeah. No. Definitely one of those things. That a lot of people don't know, and it's insane that, because now I don't know, man. I just don't know if then there's probably a lot of other Easter eggs with a lot of other Pokemon that aren't very strong, that like you probably could do things like that. Like if you stop it from evolving and then do this little trick first and then evolve it, do you think you're going to get the same benefit that you would have had by not doing it, right? That's the thing. A lot of people don't look at those little Easter eggs. They look at the other ones, right? They look at the friggin'
the big guys, just
the big guys. They want to get the Gary right away. They want to get the how about this? Okay, next to your favorite Pokemon, who is your number 2 GOAT in your world?
In my world, I would say, you know what? I always thought Mudkip was overpowered, because you're talking about like one of the first water and ground types, and so he kind of was covered from weaknesses. He couldn't be damaged by lightning, even though he was a water type, because of the ground typing. And so he was covered on that weakness, and then he was a water type, so like lots of the stuff that would typically damage ground types, he was covered by his water type. And so that double typing, when that started becoming a thing, Mudkip slapped, dude.
Was goated. Mudkip was goated.
Dude, again, it was so it was almost like a cheat code, quite frankly. You could go through the whole game just rocking Mudkip left and right, dude. Because even if you came up against his weakness, he was covered by his other typing.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty crazy. All right, all right, all right. Mudkip. So Mudkip's your next to Lucario, not starter, like next Pokemon,
Next Pokemon.
not starter,
Ooh,
just Pokemon. Who did? So
favorite
your
favorite
Lucario's your number one, right?
Yeah,
What's
so
your
here's the
second
thing.
one?
I think it's really hard to pick a number two. Um, Typically I'd stick with fire types, but I for some reason I really like the humanoid Pokemons, which I think is part of also the reason why I like Lucario because he's kind of like that humanoid. Because I think Gardevoir is pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
He goes from routes to Gardevoir because it's got that like psychic typing. Psychic typings are always cool. Mewtwo because he's kind of that humanoid, also psychic,
Yeah. All
super
right.
overpowered, and then like Toxicroak. Like just all those humanoid
Okay.
because it's almost like you have like a super powered ally, because it's almost like another human that's on your team that's like has superpowers, and they're just like your friend. It's not
Okay.
necessarily like a pet; it's like an ally at that point, and so you more or less have that friendship, while you're going through. It's like, hey, this is my bro Lucario. He's gonna mess you up, and it looks
Okay.
basically
Okay.
like a human.
All right.
So
Mine's a simpler answer than that. uh, Dratini, Dragonite,
good pick, dude.
Dragonite. Don't get me wrong. If you want to know what my six are, okay, my six are this, and you to face the Elite Four, to face the final fight. My
Mhm.
six are Gary, Dragonite, and I'm gonna be super corny about this, and everyone's gonna pick on me for it, and I'm all right with this. Charizard,
No, no,
Venusaur, Blastoise,
okay.
and Raichu. Yeah, I evolve my fucking Pikachu. I
You
don't let
love
him
your
sit in Pikachu.
Pikachu.
I evolve my Pikachu.
Hey,
I don't let him sit
respect,
down
man.
at that low level. He gets fucking evolved. That's happening.
Hey,
And Pikachu and
hey, man.
Raichu.
Hey, man. Here's the thing. More power to you if you want to evolve. That's the thing. That's the dynamic that Pokemon allows.
And
You
you know
and
what the
your
worst part
Raichu had that
is?
relationship, and y'all chose to evolve.
Yeah, you know what the worst, the messed up part about it
What's
is
that?
I believe in yellow. I
Hmm.
believe in yellow. You can only get one Pikachu, and that's the Pikachu you get at the start of the game. You cannot find
Oh,
another Pikachu in the game.
yeah.
I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Don't quote me on it because I'm not 100% sure, but I believe you only get your Pikachu. So if you are rocking yellow, you old gamers.
Hmm.
If you're rocking yellow and you get your Pikachu and you evolve him, you cannot replace him with another Pikachu. So most of the time people are like, oh, just catch another Pikachu and evolve him into Raichu and keep the other Pikachu as the original. You
Were
can't. I
you
think it's
were
the
you
only
able
Pikachu
to
you get.
breed? Which I don't think you were able to breed in yellow because I think
No,
that
you
was
weren't
like
able to breed
related
in
to
yellow.
like an emerald
That
or
was
something like that.
Ruby, I believe.
Yeah.
Ruby gave you breeding, or Gold gave you breeding, one of the two, but not
Yeah.
yellow or blue or red.
I know you could do it in fire red. I think I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, that's Fire Red's the
That's
remake,
like
right? Fire
yeah,
Red's the it's the
that's
remake.
the remake, yeah. But I'm saying like as if you wanted to play red, you could play fire red and get it in that one. Um, so here's one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about. Right, we love playing the games and everything, and I know you watched me open up packs on stream, and I was gonna let you know we can open up a pack on stream. I have enough that we can open some up on this stream if you want, so we can see what kind
Yeah,
of
we
luck
can
we
do
get.
that. We can do that.
But with all the Pokemon stuff coming out, we also got to talk about the cards because it's such a big thing. Because you could have some people that are all about the cards and have never put their hands to a console, you know, and you could have vice versa. You could have people that have only played the console games and never touched a card in their lives, you know.
Yeah.
So I definitely think it has something to do. Tell me, Inmads, like, when do you think that the first card set came out?
I actually know this. Okay, when did I live in It was in the 90s. Fuck. I either want to say 95 or 97.
It was, believe it or not, 99.
99?
99.
Really?
It released in 99.
Magic was not Magic.
Is it
Magic
that
was
you're
the other
thinking of?
one. Magic was the other one. But because I remember the city that I lived in, I started collecting the original Pokemon cards. So real quick, so on Pokemon cards, I had almost a complete collection, not hollow foils, not anything like crazy, but a complete collection of the first set.
Yeah.
In a binder. I was one of those kids in a binder with the things and all that stuff and everything down. And my mom, I think, threw them away.
So, with that being
And I'm
said,
talking like Venusaurs, Charizards, not multiples. I think I have one of each, but like I had them.
with that being said, how much do you think a ungraded, just raw base set first edition Charizard will go for?
Probably, I think the last time I remember checked like $400.
A raw, ungraded first edition base set Charizard, it goes for about $2,180.
Jesus Christ,
Right now.
Mom! The hell you doing to me? I could have
Considering
been
the
rich.
fact that
I could have been rich.
considering the fact that if you had sent it, if you had kept it in perfect condition, sent it in, got it graded, and got it back at a PSA 10, perfect 10, you're talking about it
Don't tell
jumping
me.
up to, you ready for this? You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
$36,766.
And that's the non-hollow foil. That's the regular, right? That's the basic.
It may be the one I'm seeing right here just says it's not even saying hollow or not. It may be hollow, but the thing is, like, it's still gonna go for a crap ton of money. If it was a hollow, dude, it'd be even more, I think. But like going down to a 9, it goes down to $21,000. So it still holds its value.
Still, man.
It
So
takes
bitch.
to grade 7 to drop below 10K. Till it hits
Like that's
grade 7.
crazy. That's crazy.
There's like scratches and stuff like that on there. It finally drops below 10K.
Jesus.
So yeah, the thing is,
God dang it.
Charizards hold their value. They are one of the best cards to hold their value, dude.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And so that's the thing. Like, cards, they're a fun thing to invest. You get lucky, you get a good card, you get one, you inspect it. And here's the thing: sometimes they come from the factory and they're off-centered, so they're not going to get a 10. Or you're opening up the pack and you find out that it's miscut, or it even has some hollow scratches from the very beginning. You know, like, sometimes that happens. So it's really hard to get a perfect 10. But considering the fact that technically those still aren't the most expensive card, which I think Logan Paul bought his just to make it that he has the most expensive card. But you're talking over, I don't know how many millions of dollars that he paid for that illustrated rare,
Yo,
which is ridiculous.
Mojo was talking about you having a Charizard. What Charizard you get?
So,
show that bad boy. Show that bad boy.
So are you ready for this? Which I can't remember that. I don't remember telling him about this, right? So, but check this out. You ready? I went to trade night last Saturday, right?
All right.
And I've had some cards and stuff, and I finally decided I'm going to actually try my hand at trading. And so I'm at home texting some friends. We deal with cards and everything, and I get told that there's an ETB of Evolving Skies at a Walmart close by. It's about 40 minutes away. So I'm like, I'm gonna go pick that thing up because these ETBs, Walmart can't overprice their stuff. They have to keep it at, if it's directly at Walmart, they have to keep it at the like regular price.
Yeah.
They can't raise the price. So if they get anything, you can still get it for regular price. But as soon as it leaves Walmart, if you know who you're talking to, you know who has the value for it, that value goes up. So I ran over there, picked up. They had two. I was hoping that they had the one that I don't have because I have a pretty extensive sealed collection. I was hoping they were going to have both the one I don't have yet and an extra one of the ones that I do have, so I could use that as trade value. Well, they only had the one that I already have, so I only picked up one of them. Went to trade night, and it's basically a $40 ETB, and I flipped it for this right here, this like $65, $70 Charizard card, which I don't know if it'll
Nice.
focus here.
It's not focusing, but that's all right. That's all right.
You know, but I mean, you can look it up, and it's the one I got was in Japanese. This one right here, because I wanted to have like
Nice.
a Japanese one because Japanese cards also hold their value because like the Japanese original from Japan and whatnot.
Yeah.
So this right here is the Japanese full art terrestrialized from that new Obsidian Flame set that just came out. Literally came out
Yeah.
on the 11th. It just came out, and so I've got this right here. So I went from $40 to about $65, $70 value just with that
Dude,
ETB.
that's sick, man.
And then I'm so bad about like if I have a card, it's my only card, I want to keep it. So going into this trade night, I was like, I gotta be willing to part with some of the stuff, even though it's my only ones. I gotta be
Yeah.
willing to part with them so I can get some other stuff. And I went and I traded and I got this one. This one is the big boy right here from the newest set. It's terrestrialized Charizard. It is about 115. And actually, it went up. It was 115 on Saturday because I looked it up.
Nice.
It's gone up to 144 right now in value for this one card, and it's in such good condition that I'm going to send this in and hopefully get it graded. And by God, if it hits a 9, I mean, if it hits a 10, I will have to be like, I will have to have a change of clothes because I will mess myself if it hits a 10 because it goes from 144 to $909 at a 10. So, and then I've got this other one that I
Woo.
actually got from Chicago. I'm sending this one in also. It's a Miriam. This one's from Scarlet and Violet. Uh, I'm sending all three of these because they're if they all hit a 10, you're talking about it's an investment, dude. I'm hoping that
Yeah.
they will hit a 10. They're all in good
Yeah.
conditions. The centering seems good, so I did that. And then I kept trading. This one guy was there. I kept trading with him and ended up using more of my cards that I had. Some of the cards that I actually ripped on stream actually helped to get this. But I got a full booster box of Obsidian Flame, the newest set. So now that one is in my sealed collection as well. So that is put away because a box of Fossil will go for about $13,000. Of an unopened box of a Fossil booster box will go for about 13K right now.
All right.
Like why? Like I just gotta wait. And
What?
Obsidian
Wait.
Flame
What's fossil?
Fossil was the second set that came out. So you had your first set. Son of a gun! I accidentally minimized that. That's gone forever again. I don't know why my little taskbar. Oh, I think it's working again. My taskbar's working again. So anyways, Fossil was the third set. Sorry, the third set that came out because you had base set, you had
Yeah.
jungle, and then you had Fossil that came out. Base set came out in January of '99, and Fossil came out in October of '99. So those were the only three sets that came out in '99 was Space Set, Jungle, and Fossil, right? Makes
Okay.
sense. But I swear these sets are coming out way too quickly now because
Well, they gotta make money off them, so they
I,
gotta
I
push them
know
out as hard as they can.
I know they're pushing them out, but I feel like sometimes it's running people dry. Like you're almost getting
Mm.
people to a point where like you got to let them recoup some money before you put out another set so you can make more money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
And then
That's
if you
fair.
put them out too quickly, you're going to burn people out. They're not going to be able to get all the cards. They're not going to be able to invest and get all the cards for the set and everything. And so it's just going to burn people out, and they're going to have to get the new set and get the new set over and over because Obsidian Flame just dropped on the 11th, right?
Yeah.
Next month on the 22nd. Granted, they're saying it's like a half set, so it's like Obsidian Flame is like set 3 of this year, and then they're saying that like the next on the 22nd,
Mm-hmm.
151 drops for English, and they're saying it's like a 3.5, but you're talking about more than 150 cards. You know that I'm sorry, but when you're dropping that many cards,
151, is that like a base off the
so
original 151?
that's the thing. 151 that comes out on the 22nd is a reprint of the original 151. But
I
they
might
have
get
new
that.
art. They have new art to it, you know.
I
So
I
so
might get
all
that.
so they have some really nice cards. So it's going to be the original 151 Pokemon, you know, and they're just going to have new art for it. They look really good, you know. And so it's going crazy for the Japanese version. And then unfortunately, because it's that half set, there's not going to be any booster boxes for 151. You're only going to be able to get ETBs, packs, and booster bundles, which I think comes up with a max of 6 packs.
Hmm.
So, 151, the ETB is going to be about 40-50 bucks. When it comes out, it should have a promo card with it because all the ETBs are releasing with a promo card now.
Yeah.
So it should have a promo card with it that you can only get from the ETB. But if you want to get more packs for like your dollar, you want to go with the booster bundle because it's going to be it like just when you break it down by cents, you're going to be
Yeah.
saving a little bit of money per pack. So definitely
Yeah.
pick
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
booster bundles if you want to do that. I'm still gonna. What I end up doing is I end up getting an ETB to put away for my sealed collection, and then I try to end up actually buying the promo card from someone. You know, whether it's from like that trade show. I actually picked up the Charizard ETB from the new ETB that released with Obsidian. There's a Charmander one. Let me see if I can find it here. But
So
I was actually able to pick it up from someone so I could keep my ETB sealed. So it's right. It's still in its package and everything. But this right here is the uh Charmander
the
promo
pre-release,
card.
yeah,
Yeah,
promo
for
card,
this
yeah.
for this new Obsidian Flames. Uh
So that's crazy. That's crazy. So speaking about cards, I don't collect them, but McDonald's for a while there had packs coming out.
mhm.
They're giving away Pokemon cards. So of course I'm like, all right, kids, let's get some McDonald's. And McDonald's won't allow you to buy all the toys at once anymore. Won't allow you to buy multiples of them anymore. You can't. They used to allow you whenever they released a set, right,
Mhm.
of toys McDonald's. You should be able to go in and be like, I would like to buy one of each of the toys
Yep.
and it would cost like $5 a toy, right?
Yep.
Whatever. You spend like 60, you spend like $30, but you get all the toys,
Yep.
right? You get the whole collection. You don't have to like hope to get them in the kids' meals.
Yep.
No, you can't do that. They won't let you do that.
That's whack.
So I decide, I'm like, you know what, kids, let's get some McDonald's, and they get them, and I realize that they're getting Pokemon cards. I'm like, oh crap,
Ooh,
that's cool.
dude.
What do they have? What do they have? These are the first two that I pulled out of there: a Charmander and a holofoil Pikachu.
Dude, you need to sleeve those up because believe it or not, for some reason restaurant exclusive cards can gain value, dude. There's some that are because they have like Burger King exclusive Pokemon cards from way back in
Yeah,
the day. They still have McDonald's exclusive cards.
got a Growlithe.
I have a WB stamped uh Mewtwo. I think it's what it was. A WB stamped
Oh
Mewtwo from like
right,
the
right when
movie,
they
dude.
fucking I remember that. I remember that when they
Yeah,
did that. Yeah.
yeah. I'm telling you, dude.
But
Like
not
those
only
things
that
are
though,
fun,
my kids had like, I have a holofoil Growlithe. I have a Chikorita. I have
dude.
a Lapras. And then there's
Dude.
some other Pokemon that I don't really recall. Pangoro. I remember him. From Puchimom or Puchiana or whatever the hell it is from
Poochyena.
Sword.
Yeah.
Puchiana from
Poochyena.
Sword. But basically the rest of these guys, Ladybug, I remember Ladybug. But most of these guys, I have no idea like what set they're actually from. Chinchu, I have Chinchu as well. But like Smeargle, I have no idea who Smeargle is. But
You ain't seen
anyways,
Smeargle?
no. Like I said, I haven't played some of these generations, so I have no
Dude,
idea what they're in.
he's a weirdo, man.
He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo is what he says. Oh shit.
Yeah, real quick.
Anyways, so I go ahead.
Does chat want to, or do you want to pick the pack that gets ripped? I'm guessing. Do you want the newest Obsidian Flame pack ripped?
Yeah. Ripping him sitting in flame pack. Let's do that.
Okay, so I've got 2 Charizards, 2 Dragonites, and a Tyranitar. Which one should I go for?
Tyranitar.
Tyranitar.
That's one of my. That's see in the newer seasons. That's one of my other ones. So like I would trade like my Pikachu out for a Tyranitar.
Yeah.
My Raichu for a Tyranitar. Like I really like Tyranitar. He was a good fucking Pokemon.
And it's new terrestrialized, so like it's got.
Ooh.
You know. Let me mess.
All right, here we go.
Let me turn this autofocus back on, so that way. Let me move you a little bit here. That way, when it gets down to it, I can actually. Let's see here. So let's see. Oh, dude, what's funny is the hanger was a Tyranitar, but the pack art is a Charizard. So dude, if we hit a Charizard right now, man, can you believe
it? Let's go.
You know what I don't have is the gold Charizard, because that full art also comes with a gold version.
Fuck, I hope that's nice, that we hit with that.
All right, let's see here. Starting it off with the fighting energy.
Goldman. Go ahead.
Hit it with the snotty polar bear. Spoink. It was the electric eel. Ah, the skitter. Oh, come on. Let's see here.
All right.
Got the pig.
All right.
Oh, the lantern, ghost lantern here.
Yeah.
I can't even tell what that one is. It's reversed for me, so. And no hit.
What is it?
It's a Thundurus. It's a hollow Thundurus.
Oh, is he good?
I mean,
he's not bad.
Like, I mean, if you're gonna play the actual game, yes. If you're collecting cards, not really.
Yo, you see Goatman's comment?
What was Goatman? Hold on.
He's saying we've inspired a Pokemon themed stream for him now.
There you go.
Let's go.
That's what it's about, man. But here's the thing. So before, right? It used to be that if you got any hollow, it was a surprise, right? If you got any hollow, man, hey, look, a hollow, we'll take it. You know, they've actually changed it to where every pack is guaranteed to have 2 reverse hollows and a hollow at least. And so, like, I'll still see people online. Yeah, I'll still see people online opening up packs and being like, "Oh, hey, it's a hollow. We'll take it." You know, a hollow's a hit. Here's how I see it: if something is guaranteed, it's not a hit.
It's not.
You have to have that sense of like surprise, risk, or something like that to be surprised by a hit. You know,
I agree.
There's still something to collect if you want to. There's a lot of people that collect sets, you know, so they'll collect all the common cards, all the reverse hollows, all the hollows, and now with all the different arts, all the full arts, all the alt arts, all the trainer galleries and everything. And so if you're going for a set, you're still going to want that hollow. But if you're just going for like value or wanting to see what's rare, hollow's not a hit if it's guaranteed. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you know what? I agree with that. If you're guaranteed something, you're not hitting it, right? You're just receiving it, right? So Goldman said he's going to do a heart gold playthrough. So here's what I need to. Here's what I want to see. I want to see. Are we able to do like a dual stream playthrough? You know what I mean? Like together on this. Like that would be cool. Like, do you have the ability to play Pokemon on your PC?
Me, no, but what I could do is I could play it on my, like, because you can stream with your Switch, right?
Yeah,
you've done it. And so I can just hook up my Switch, and what we can do is if we want to do a playthrough of the new Scarlet and Violet, I already have Scarlet, so I can just.
I'd have to pick up Violet. I'd have to pick up Violet.
So if you wanted to. What we could do is I'll just hook up my I'll just hook mine up and we can stream that way because I can just feed you my video like we did that last time,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
we could
And
have
then if I'm on this side, like we have it set right now, if I'm on this
Mhm.
side playing Violet and you're on that side
Yeah,
playing
yeah, I could be like
Scarlet,
to the
and we're just
side,
running it.
you know.
Like
He,
just so you're aware, the emulators on PC, like you could probably do it on your PC and just play it while you're watching your actual OBS and play it through there. But you could run the emulator in the background realistically, no problem. It wouldn't take that much effort, especially if you just got a newer PC because you
Yeah.
just got a newer laptop, right?
right.
You had to. You didn't have a choice. That sucks.
Yeah.
You had to go through that, but you just got a newer laptop. Realistically, you would be able to play the emulator if you wanted to. I'm not saying everyone wants to do that, so I'm not going to say do it, right? But you'd be able to set up an emulator on your PC, so you could literally play any one you wanted. Like we could like play. We could do like a classic run through. You could be doing like I'll do like Fire Red, and you do like what's the other one called? Leaf Green.
Leaf green, yeah.
Leaf Green, or vice versa, and we just kind of go through it and we just like do what we do and just see, and just while we're talking and hanging out and shooting the shit the whole time, we're seeing who can get the farthest in the game the fastest.
Right. And the only reason why I was mentioning the Switch is because the new one you can play together,
Yes, you
which
can. You said that, yeah.
I don't think you can do like the bosses or stuff like that together, but you could be going around trying to find Pokemon together, catching Pokemon and stuff like that,
Yeah,
And
I know. I heard that. You can like you would be able to catch like shiny Pokemon in my world.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, no, it happened. I was watching.
Oh,
So
you were watching? Okay.
ever since I've gotten back into Pokemon, not gonna lie, I went down a rabbit hole real hard.
Really easy
And
to
there's
do.
two creators. There's two creators that I watch right now. You probably watch them on YouTube as well. One is Birdkeeper Toby. Dude's absolutely a legend. He's got a lot of information. You learn a lot from him. And the other guy is I think M&J Plays. M&J and let me see if I can find him. Let me see. Give me a second. Give me a second. See if I can get over there and see what it is. So yeah, the first one is Birdkeeper Toby. That I really he's actually a lot of like he has a lot of entertaining stuff and he's kind of cool when he does everything like that. And then where's the next guy? Where's the next guy? Jesus, why is this so hard? Pokemon. Let's just do
That's because
that.
you need it right now. You'll find it easy if you didn't need it.
Yeah. Oh, M&J TV Plays. Another guy who does basically all. They're both all Pokemon content, all Pokemon, everything in there, and they talk about theories. And the way I came up with my coma theory for Ash was simply because the one guy was talking about how he was talking about the theory about Ash being a clone of Red. Red ages in the TV series and in the games, but Ash doesn't. And another theory is they all think that Ash's dad is what's his name? Butch from not Butch. Whoever the Elite Four in the first game. The Rock guy, the Rock guy. What's his?
You talking about Brock? No,
Is it
no,
Brock?
No,
No,
sorry.
no.
You're talking about in the game. Brock was from the anime. He was. Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, real quick, before I forget, I got to do this. I said I would. Today's actually my little sister's birthday, so I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Ashley. She's always
Let's
great.
go.
So it's her birthday today. Wish her a happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday to Ashley. Hopefully you're having a wonderful one, man. Hopefully you're having a wonderful one. What's this guy's name? Bruno?
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, no, Bruno. Is it Bruno?
You said it was from the original game, Elite Four?
Bruno, yes. So the other thing there is that Bruno of the Elite Four in the original game is actually Ash's dad.
Well, because like in the original game, your dad was one of the Elite Four, right?
Yeah, no, but that was never confirmed.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay.
No, it was never confirmed that Ash's dad, like in the show, Bruno
but I mean, like
is
in the game, like when you're playing, isn't your like as a character your dad one of the Elite Four, or isn't there a game where that happens? It may not have
there.
necessarily been in the original.
There is a game where that happens, but I don't. I think it is in yellow, and I think it's one of the gyms. It's not the Elite Four. It's one of the
Okay,
gyms.
yeah,
One of the gyms you have to go in. You face your dad or
yeah.
something like that. I believe I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on it, but I believe that's what happens. But the Elite Four, it's highly speculated that Ash's dad is Bruno of the Elite Four, because they're both have the same kind of like, we want to be the best, come beat us, this that attitude. And if you put them, if you stand them side by side, there's so many characteristics that they share. But then you can't really take that from the actual anime, because let's be honest, they like, how many characters look or have the same characteristics in general in anime, right? So it's like there's like a typing there, right? So it's not really, you can't take that as solid evidence, but they do say the one theory behind one fan theory behind it is Bruno is Ash's dad.
Hey, it's believable.
Yeah, so that's another fan theory right there, and I want to dive into more fan theories that I can. I've been watching a lot of the shows, I've been watching a lot of the movies, I've been watching a lot of those YouTube videos. I mean, like hours upon YouTube videos when I should be editing videos, and I'm just sitting here watching YouTube videos instead. And I'm like, I should be doing this.
So we had a small spell where maybe it's just where the way my schedule is landing at work, where like I was working on days where like it just wasn't really that busy. And so I watched almost all of like the first season of Pokemon just sitting at work because like there was nothing to do. And so I'm just sitting there watching Pokemon, and my coworker sitting next to me like, "Are you watching Pokemon?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am. I'm watching."
Maybe.
Like there was nothing to do. Like I did all my work, I did all the stuff. If people came in, I'm putting that thing away and getting my work done. But
Yeah, but for
while
right now, there's nothing going
I
on,
was
so leave
playing,
me
I was like,
alone.
yeah, just sit, watching it, enjoying life. So because there was a small point where I was like working on weekends and there wasn't a lot of people coming in, so I was like, I'm gonna watch some
That's
Pokemon.
fair.
So
That's
yeah,
fair.
I
That's
think I'm
fair.
up to like the orange, because
Orange
the first,
League.
I think it was the Orange League is the second one. So I'm up to like
Yeah.
the Orange League right now, which I'm trying to find a good area to watch it. Like I know you can go to like I think you can actually go to the actual Pokemon website to watch it.
Yeah,
Um,
I hate how they do their seasons. Yo,
yeah,
Sabo, how we doing, baby? I hate how they do the seasons. Because they're not accurate in any way, in my opinion. When they go like season 4, part 3, season
yep,
4, part 5, season 5, part
yep,
1, and then they're all part of the same thing.
yeah. No,
They should
what
just
I
do
ended up
generation. You know what I mean?
yes, they should. What I ended up having to do is I actually looked up like all the list of the episodes because they also cut stuff out, stuff that you can't watch in the US.
Yeah.
Well, officially in the US because they banned those episodes because either there was too much flashing, so you had like a seizure risk,
Yeah, yeah.
or there was like I think a gun in one of the episodes, where they went to like the safari zone and stuff like that. And so then what you end up having to do is just trying to find it in some weird sketchy website to just watch this one episode. And of course,
Going into the dark web to watch
and of
Pokemon,
course
man. Leave
it's
me alone.
only in Japanese, and so you have to find it subbed because otherwise I'm just watching it. I don't understand, like I don't know what they're saying or anything. So I have to
Yeah,
find it
yeah.
dubbed somehow and then watch it with subs to be able to see, this old rancher, holding a gun to Ash's face while they're, you know, trying to keep him away from Dratini, you know, in the safari zone. But like it's hilarious. So I had to
Shit.
like watch those and then like go back and reline it up to get to like the next episode. Because
Yeah,
otherwise you end up
yeah.
missing those and you're like, wait, when did they get this Pokemon? And they're like, oh, it's Ash
It's
got
part of
all
this that
yeah,
happened here.
yeah, like
Ash
because
almost got shot in the face trying to
right,
catch
yeah.
Pokemon.
There's
Yeah.
there's an
Yeah.
episode where later on where Professor Oak is asking like, why are there all these Tauros here? And you're like, I don't know why are there all those Tauros there, and it's because when Ash was in the Safari Zone, he keeps trying to catch all these really cool Pokemon, but a Tauros pops out of nowhere and gets hit with the Safari Ball, and so the only Pokemon he ever caught in the Safari Zone was a Tauros, over and over. So he literally sent him like 30 Tauros in a single day.
So here's all right. All right. So first of all, we got to go through this real quick. We're gonna have to wrap it up here in about 15 minutes. But I have a couple questions. First, you never gave us your 6 Pokemon. Who are your 6 Pokemon that you will go with into the Final Four? Your championship lineup of Pokemon.
Championship: Lucario, Charizard. Maybe Umbreon. I really love Umbreon.
All right.
Cool. Mudkip, or like the evolved form of Mudkip, and then
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, 2 more.
Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir is really dope. And you know what? Tactically speaking, there's the new Pokemon that's it's like Houndstone. Is his evolved form? It's a ghost dog Pokemon.
Okay.
Tactically speaking, he would be the last one, and I would give him a Quick Claw because he's got this move that's called like it's like mourning or something like that. It's when you like remember the dead, and it's
Yeah.
that specific word. I can't remember what it's called, but if your whole lineup fails, I have him at the end with that Quick Claw because he has a move that basically gets buffed really strong for every fainted Pokemon on your team. So I just leave him at the
Jesus.
back, and so if it gets to him, you just activate. Just hope the reason I give him that Quick Claw is because you're hoping he hits first, right? Because
You're hoping he's got more agility.
Yeah. So you hopefully that Quick Claw hits first. You just activate that move, and usually it just knocks things out, dude.
That's nuts. Okay. All right. So that's your 6. That's good. Well, there's someone else who's gonna ask. I can't remember now. Oh, I can't remember what it is now. Favorite Pokemon game that you played?
Fire Red. I played that one the most. I didn't have a like Game Boy or anything like that for the longest time, and so when I finally got one, someone had given me Fire Red
Okay.
to play,
Okay.
and so it was the only one that I had access to for the longest time. I played all the other ones when I was like with hanging out with friends at school or something like that, and they had the game, or like I'd go over to their house, they had the game, and so I could play it. And so I did get to play those games. I just didn't get to like fully
Immerse
experience
yourself
the
into it.
entire
Yeah.
thing and immerse myself into it because I only got to play it for little bits, but I still love them, still enjoyed them. And so when
Yeah.
I finally got a Game Boy that I could actually play the game on and got Fire Red, I played the crap out of that, dude. And I still think it's hilarious that the very first shiny Pokemon I ever found was on Fire Red, and it was a freaking Caterpie, dude. I was excited, like I was sitting like I'm gonna find the super cool shiny Pokemon, it's Ponyta or something else, something really dope, and this Caterpie pops up. I am both excited and disappointed at the same time. Like it couldn't be the most excitement that I finally found a shiny, the most disappointment that it was a Caterpie at the same time.
Oh man. Okay, so my first shiny Pokemon I ever came across, not including Pokemon Go, all right? Not including Pokemon Go, was unfortunately, because I didn't play them as much as I wanted to, but it was in Pokemon Arceus, and it was the Ponyta. No,
Oh,
no, it
okay.
wasn't. It
No?
wasn't. Is a Bidoof. I
Bidoof?
caught a
Oh,
Bidoof.
dude, that's hilarious.
A shiny
Dude,
Bidoof was the first thing I ever caught. And I'm like, I didn't even know. Here's the worst part. I didn't even know it was shiny until I caught my second shiny Pokemon. And I
yeah,
went back, started looking at my Pokemon. I'm like, that's a shiny. That looks different. That's a shiny.
yeah,
How the hell did I catch that?
yep.
Right?
Dude, there's some of the Pokemon that are the worst shinies. Have you seen what a shiny Gengar looks like?
No, is it
It
pink?
it looks like a regular Gengar, dude. You can almost not even
Really?
tell the color difference. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh,
They could have done him so great, had like a black Gengar or or I don't know, something other than just another shade of purple. There's a few Pokemon there's a few Pokemon that when you look at them, you're like, what the heck is this? This ain't shiny.
that's fair.
This
That's
is
fair.
just
That's fair. That's fair.
this is just a Pokemon that didn't get enough vitamins and his color slightly faded. You know, I don't get it.
He's not getting his vitamin C, motherfucker.
Right? Yeah.
All right. But here's the worst part. And the like, okay, I'm about to admit something, and don't hate on me for it, okay?
What?
My son. So we were playing Pokemon Arceus, and my boy is like, this is the first game they ever played. First Pokemon game they've ever played was Pokemon Arceus. So I'm setting them up for failure in the future because they're gonna equate every Pokemon game they're ever gonna play to Arceus, and it's just like down here. You know what I mean? So he's on there, he's running around. He's like, Daddy, can you catch me Eevees? And I'm showing him how to Eevee hunt at the very beginning of the game. Because let's be honest, in Arceus, you can, before you even leave Obsidian, after you pass the bridge in Obsidian Fieldlands, you can have an entire squad of Eevees. All their evolutions.
Area, the very first area.
And without doing anything. So you literally can have every single one. Oh, well, not every single one. You can only you can only get 7 of the 8 evolves. You can only get the Glaceon by getting a stone and getting them. You have to buy it, or you have to get it in a distortion. But you can get all the other guys. So why wouldn't you want to start your game off with an entire fucking team of Eevees? Yeah. So he's like, Dad, we got to catch Eevees. I'm like, okay. So like, because I was really doing it in my game, and I was like running around and super excited and having a blast, and like, okay, we're gonna catch all the Eevees we can. So my son's like, Dad, we got to catch Eevees. We got to go catch Eevees. I'm like, okay. So I go down to the thing, and I'm catching Eevees, and we're doing the trick where like you go down, you come back, you sleep twice to reset the area, you go back down again to catch, and just continuously catching like that, right? Lo and behold, this kid's first shiny is a freaking Eevee.
All right, dude. I searched
his first shiny
Eevee for the
is an
time.
Eevee, and it's like the 4th Eevee this kid has seen.
Bro, that's
not only did I grind to get my Eevee army for like 8 hours.
Yep.
He sees an Eevee. That's 4th Eevee ever seeing, and it's a freaking shiny. I'm like, no way. So here's my thought process. You know, Pokemon Home. You can deposit Pokemon in there, and you can get a Pokemon from out of there on your Switch. You can deposit as many Pokemon you want from any account in there, and then the other accounts can withdraw them.
Yeah.
But you have to attach your account. You have to link your account to an email to actually have it linked in order to do that. You can't access Pokemon Home if you don't have a linked account. Yeah. Right? So I created an email for my kids, not for this purpose, but because they both have tablets. I have them have their own, like we have a family email for the tablets. So they're hooked up, so my wife can get in there, I can get in there. It's just one family email. We can add cards to it if you want to buy games and all that kind of stuff. So I use that email, and I connect my daughter's account because they're like, Dad, can we play Diablo? You're playing Diablo on there. Let's play Diablo. I'm like, sure, let's play some Diablo. So me and the kids are playing Diablo on the Switch and all that stuff on the TV upstairs, and we're having a blast. And I'm like, okay, now I get this idea. I'm like, you know what? I want that Eevee. Like, I want it. I grinded for it. I caught it on his account. I want that Eevee. So I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and connect the accounts to there so I can get in the Pokemon Home and everything like that. And we can just go ahead and trade the Eevee in there, and I can take his Eevee from him. Right, I'm thinking about this so bad. I'm like, I'm heavily thinking about taking this kid's Eevee. So I get in there, I attach the family email to my daughter's account so she could play Diablo with me, but I didn't bother making an account to attach my son's account, link my son's account, so he doesn't have a link, so he's not attached in there. And to be honest, I want the Eevee so bad. I didn't steal my son's Eevee. All right, I did not steal my son's Eevee, but I wanted it so bad that I very much was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a freaking email and link his account so I can fucking put the Eevee in Pokemon Home so I can take it. No, I have not done that. I'm too lazy to go make another email to steal my son's Eevee.
So do you only have one? Do you only have one Switch?
I only have one Switch. Yeah.
Because here's the thing, man. Is he gonna remember the Eevee? Because I have a Switch. I have Arceus.
He remembers the Eevee.
There's trading, you know.
No, he remembers
he
remembers no.
And then hand it back off to you.
No, he remembers the Eevee. He remembers the Eevee. I'm not gonna take it from him. I'm not gonna. I want to.
I didn't know.
All right, I want to, but I'm not gonna. Only because I spent so much time doing it, and the kid found one like his fourth Eevee in. I'm like, what is this?
So here's the thing. I was trying. I stopped because I got burnt out. But I was really trying to make a full team of what's it called? Alpha Eevees and their evolutions.
Oh.
I got like I think I got like 3 or 4 Alpha Eevees. And
that would be hard.
I got burnt out, dude. Because they're hard to find, man. They are hard to find. You can only find them in that little distortion thing. And like they said that there was like more distortions after you do this thing. I swear, I spent like 3 hours one day with no distortion, and I was just like, dude, I'm tired of this. I just want the freaking Alpha Eevee to show up, dude. So yeah, it was a grind, and I think I got like 3 or 4 Alpha Eevees. And I was gonna make a whole Alpha Eevee team, and then just I don't know, because I beat the game at that point, so I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them afterwards, but I was gonna have them.
I agree with you. I definitely would have wanted that too. A whole team of alphas. Fuck yeah, that'd be so cool. But so I have my first playthrough that has all my actual Pokemon and my catching and trying to collect all the Pokemon. And then my second playthrough literally is just I can only use Pokeballs, nothing else. Yeah. And feather balls, okay, because you need to have something that can fly through the air. So Pokeballs and feather balls, the base ones. I can only use potions, nothing higher than a potion. Mm-hmm. I can only use revive, no max revives and that stuff. Yeah. And I can only get all my stuff by crafting. I'm not allowed to buy a single thing at all.
Understandable. Yeah.
So I can only craft everything. So there's no point in this playthrough when I'm in distortions to collect any of the red plates, blue plates, green plates, because you just basically craft those into star pieces so you can sell them for more. Mm-hmm. I don't need the money. Yeah. This playthrough literally has like $100,000 on it because I don't need the money already. Yeah. And I'm not even like a quarter of the way through because I died.
We talked about it. I usually try to only use Pokeballs, and I think it's just the fact that like I don't like seeing the other colored balls on there. I like seeing just the original ball because when there's another one, I'm like, eh. And like I ended up starting using like the heavy balls and stuff like that because but like by the end of it, but like typically when I'm running, I'm always gathering the stuff to make the Pokeballs because it's not hard to do at all.
Yeah.
And so, like, usually I'm running max Pokeballs and just chunking those things out there, man.
Yo, so when I was doing my grind for the Eevees in this playthrough, literally that's what I would do. I'd go back, I'd sleep for the 2 times, go back down, try to catch 1 or 2 Eevees, come back up, go back to the village, come back out, hit all the trees and all that stuff. By the time I was done my grind, after 8 hours of doing this continuously, I had like 2 stacks of 999 things of acorns. I had like almost 1,000 friggin' tumblestones. I had all the stuff I needed to be able to craft anything and everything I wanted. Yeah. And on top of all that, I had probably like 5 or 6 of each of the stones that you like, either the evolution stones that you get out of there, because a lot of people seem to think you can only get the evolution stones out of like the star piece tumblestones. Yeah. No, it's out of all of them.
More common, but you can just get them.
It's more common, but you can get them anytime you want. I actually made a YouTube video.
Shiny ones all over the place, you'll just randomly find a shiny one, just hit it with your Pokemon, smack his head on it,
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, that's all. So, end of the long story there. I did not steal my son's Eevee. He still has it, and he remembers it. And he's like, Dad, whenever we play the game, he's like, Dad, can I have my shiny Eevee in my party? So now he runs with his shiny Eevee. I will not take.
He
I will
needs to
not
get
take his
that
EV.
locked down, dude. He needs to get that locked down so that way he doesn't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
like accidentally
I
released.
won't take that from him. Oh wait, so a couple of things here. We're gonna wrap it up now. This was actually a blast, and we definitely talked for a lot longer than an hour, which is awesome. This first ever podcast has actually gone pretty well. I think we had a lot of fun. We had some people come in, ask us some questions. It was kind of nice. I'm super excited for the future of this and how it's gonna go. I'm really happy with it. Damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. 100% for just in one ear out the other, like that fast. Holy crap.
I do that all the time.
Holy crap. I'm going to talk to my sister about designing maybe a logo that's around the KnE.
Yep.
And then see if we can get something like that going. I'm going to work a little bit more on the display here, because just having the pictures behind us, it's cool and a but we'd like to have something a little more interactive going or something like that.
Right.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll record a couple hours of gameplay of me playing one of the games, just the recording
just
of it,
game playing in the background.
and have the gameplay in the background just kind of happening while we're chilling out and fucking rocking and rolling.
Make sure you throw
You know?
Lucario in that party.
I have him now. I have an alpha.
Yeah,
I have an alpha Lucario. Yeah, that'd be fucking sick. But yeah, I'm glad that we got this. We got some clips, so I'm gonna be able to put some videos out there to get some attention drawn towards it and everything like that. That'd be a lot of fun. And then I'll make a playlist on YouTube, and I'll short form these edits a little bit. I'll just trim them up a little bit if we can.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just put the whole thing on there. I might just put the whole thing on there. Like trim the top and the bottom. So it's like just the podcast itself, and then put that up there. With you have YouTube channel, yeah? I gotta tag you in it. I gotta make sure you're tagging it, so it's good. But anyways, guys, like I said, this was absolutely amazing. It was a lot of fun. We had some people come into chat, ask some questions, and that was great. I'm really excited about the future of this. What? Hopefully get something good out of the pack.
I'm telling you, hopefully next time we'll get a good hit, and we'll have some excitement for the pack, you know.
Yeah, and then we'll have the gameplay happening in the background, and then also try to figure out what widget that Pokemon widget is, because there's one that you can get that you can have on your thing.
Yeah,
I just don't know what it's called.
I saw one, which I saw people with it, where like you could have Pokemon in the background. Everyone that comes in gets like assigned a Pokemon.
Yeah,
and then like you can even have them battle a boss, like you have them fight a boss.
Yeah.
You know? So I think like the more hype that happens, the more likelihood that they have to win. You know.
Yeah. And then what I'll do is I'll have that running on the bottom there, hopefully, and then we'll have the gameplay in the background. So it'll just kind of like I'll turn the gameplay down as well, so it's not as loud, right? So it's just like a little bit in the background. It'll be kind of cool as well. Yeah. But yeah, man. What I was gonna tell you, the gaming channel that I have our Discord in right now, I have locked it down. So basically, only like mods and up can go into this gaming channel.
Okay. Cool.
The number one, so we'll just be there, and no one else will know. We won't be able to. No one else will be able to come in there and interrupt us while we're rocking and rolling.
Sounds good.
And with that, so but yeah, man, this is a lot of fun. I really appreciate you coming in, and hopefully we get this off of rolling and making this a thing, because I really enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun just chatting and talking and
man,
like that.
For sure.
And
hopefully in the future I'll have these cards graded, and we'll get to.
Have some more conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to see what grade these cards hit, dude. I'm excited for that.